Okay, 4 and 5 is asking, it doesn't ask you to solve the problem's already solved. There's no math to do. It's just telling you, hey, 4 times the inverse of 4, or the reciprocal of 4, 1/4. 4 times a fourth is going to give you 1. They're asking you what property is that demonstrating. Down here, 7 plus 5 and 9 in parentheses equals 7 plus 5 in parentheses plus 9. It's asking you what property. It's not asking you to do math. So you're going to go back to this page, okay? I did a bunch of abbreviations, but if you have this property, that's the additive identity. If you have something like this going on, that's the multiplicative identity. Down here, this is the additive inverse. This is the multiplicative inverse. Ding, ding, ding. That's the one we need. Okay, so that's what we're going to write down right here. Multiplicative inverse. Okay, and now I'm going to look down my list some more, and I'm going to try to figure out what this 7 plus parentheses 9 or 5 and 9 equals 7 plus. Okay. Okay, so we left off right here. We were looking at that. Here it says P plus R is the same as R plus P. That might be it. P times R equals R times P. Oh, hey, here's one that fits even better. These two guys in parentheses added together, and then this guy added, is the same as this guy added to these two guys that were in parentheses. And that is the associative property of addition, okay, because it's all addition. Down here, it's showing you something similar, like I can group these two guys and then multiply it by S, or I can multiply these two guys in parentheses and then multiply it by P. That's the associative property of multiplication, okay? So, ding, 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 I think we have hit the one that we need. It is the associative property of addition. Okay, but before we change scenes, remember, don't forget there's one more down here, and this is the zero product property. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0. But again, this is not the one we're picking for right now. We need this guy, and that's the associative property of addition. So let's go back and do that. Okay, so just be able to recognize, and you can use your notes. So be able to like look at the notes and be like, oh, okay, this is associative property of addition, this is multiplicative inverse, etc. Okay, so we've done 1 through 5. Let's flip to the back and do the other 2 problems on the practice quiz. Okay, number 6. It's a big fat word problem. That's okay. Guys, get used to word problems because life is a word problem. Life is not multiple choice. So here we go. Last week, Kaysen worked for 8 hours. At $7 an hour. Well, if you do a little figuring, 8 hours of work times $7 an hour, he earned $56, okay? When you earn money, that's a plus. You're getting money in your pocket, okay? So at the end of the first sentence, he's got $56. Then he bought a meal for $13. Hey, he's got to take some of that money out of his pocket and buy his meal. So that's going to be subtraction. Okay. All right. Then it says he made $20 for washing his mom's car. If he's making money, that's the same as earning money. That's money going into your pocket. Okay. Then he bought 3 Sonic drinks for $3 each. Okay, he's buying something. He is spending his money. His money is going out of his pocket. 3 Sonic drinks at $3 a piece, and he has just spent $9. Okay, so we just got to keep track of everything. He earned $56, and then he spent $13. So now he has, $43. He's down to $43, but then he washes mom's car and earns $20. Now he's up to $63. Then he goes to Sonic and spends $9 on some drinks. 63 minus 9. And you're going to wind up with $54. So how much money does Kaysen have now? Kaysen now has $54. Okay, and that's just one where you've got to read the question carefully and think about what is happening. When he earns money, that's positive. When he spends money, that's negative. Money's going into his pocket, money's going out of his pocket, that kind of thing. Okay? All right, and then the last one, number 7 says, what is the expanded form of 3 to the 5th? Remember and listen carefully. Remember, remember, remember. 3 to the 5th is not 3 times 5 because 3 times 5 is 15. That's not what we're doing here. That means 3 multiplied together. How many 3s? 5 3s all multiplied together. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is 81. And then, 81 times 3, maybe 243 or something like that. But anyway, 3 to the 5th, the expanded form looks like that. This guy right here is called the exponential form. Okay? All right, so hopefully that'll get you a little bit in shape for kind of what you can expect on the quiz, and maybe some of these examples will help you out a little bit. Okay, so put those with your stuff in your binder so that you have them available to refer to because you're allowed to use notes and papers on your quiz. Thanks.